What's going on, my peoples? You know what I mean? This is another episode, Critically Thinking 101. Wisdom Temple, Mr. Biggs, We're gonna go in today. And, the main topic of this whole situation today is about the main topic that's going on out there in the world right now, our future, the election, Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Joe Pedo Biden, and I'm gonna say that again, Joe Pedo Biden is what I call him, and we're gonna go in with it, and the main title of this episode is we're gonna go with the vote and die. Not vote or die, but literally vote and die. Hashtag 2021 is the times we living in right now. And especially in the black community, we are out here really believing that our vote matters. Like everybody's out there trying to promote the narrative of voting for the future, voting for 2021, voting to see where our future lies. But like I said, the narrative of this episode is pretty much voting and dying. Is pretty much the only way we're gonna go about this if we continue to be persuaded into the voting power of us as a people, not just black people. We're gonna go ahead and lead ourselves straight to a ditch, period. Like I said, at the end of the day, voting never mattered. I don't care what anybody has told you in the past, within the past 44 presidents, all the way down to your black president, Mr. Barack Obama. At the end of the day, this never mattered. The delegates picks the presidents. The voting doesn't pick the actual president. At the end of the day, if the numbers mattered and the voting was what actually picked the president, Miss Hillary Clinton would have been president of the United States. But at the end of the day, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than just your low number. It's bigger than what you think. It's bigger than this low voting. It's bigger than the low campaigns they're running. At the end of the day, this is all straight mind control. They want to make it seem like you're a part of something. They want to make it seem like your vote matters. They want to make it seem like you go out there to the polls or whatever, and that's going to make a difference, and America's going to change, and da-da-da-da. Obama ran on change for 8 years, and no offense, I haven't seen a change that affected the black communities. I haven't seen a change in 8 years that really mattered, that we really cared for throughout his whole term. If anything, if you do your research, you could also see that more black people were shot dead by the hands of police officers during Barack Obama's 8-year term than any other president in the recent decades. So that should tell you something, that it don't matter the face, it don't matter the creed, it don't matter the color. At the end of the day, this is all programming. They want to make you believe that you're a part of it. But at the end of the day, you are not a part of none of this. It don't matter what you say. It don't matter what you think. It just matters what Big Brother has to say and what Big Brother feels should fit his narrative of what he wants the future to go into. And like I said, I say that to say that don't fall for the hype. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't believe that because they got Trump looking so crazy right now that you gonna put your hands in another Joe Pedo Biden or whatever you want to call it, Democratic, Republican, the same parties that have been running the United States for the past 44 different presidents. And at the end of the day, just use your thoughts for a minute. Why would we continue on voting the same parties? You are not voting a person. You're voting a party at the end of the day. So understand that. So the person has obligations to that party. And some of those obligations ain't always in favor of the people. So people want to always act like all the time was they say something about, the black communities and how they want to reform and how they want to do this and how they want to do that it has something to do with the people. But at the end of the day, you got lobbyists, you got the House, you got the Senate. It's a big game. The people are the last voice to be heard, period. So with that being said, my peoples, stop believing in the hype. Stop thinking that these people are for us. We're in 2020 and they have showed their ass all through the beginning. And now we're almost August, I think we're in right now. And we're still in this so-called pandemic, so-called crisis, so-called vaccines are still being pumped out. Big pharma is still getting paid. They're still producing these vaccines. So at the end of the day, like I said, the narrative was vote and die.
Death penalty proposals, and I might add, Biden crime bill is before us, calls for the death penalty for 51 offenses. A wag in the newspaper recently wrote that something to the effect that Biden has made it a death penalty offense for everything but jaywalking. The president's bill calls for the death penalty on 46 offenses. The difference is negligible. Yet let's put it in, I am a supporter of the death penalty. I am a supporter of the death penalty without the racial justice provision in it. I think it's better with it, but I'm supportive without it in it as well.
Trust me, you will die. Now, I'm not saying that to say, oh, don't vote. I'm not saying that to say, don't practice your right. I'm not saying that to say, I'm saying we won't die if we don't vote, or we would die if we do vote. But I'm just saying voting and dying are pretty much the parallel of what's going on right now. Because if we continue to empower the system, that battery pack, we continue to believe, we continue to have faith in what they're saying and what they're telling us on the news, at the end of the day, we're gonna lead ourselves into a ring of fire. This is 2020. Next year will be 2021. I have been hearing about these agendas and these plans since the early 2000s. We're in 2020 now. This is almost 13 to 20 years later. If I take 07 to 2020, that's 13 years that we have been hearing that in 2020 this plan is going to go forward. But black people are still being believers. We are still believing in psychological operations. We are still believing that the government is for us. We are still believing that they want to do good for us. And in this episode is just the determined plan to show you and let you make the choice for yourself that what you're thinking and what you want to go for is actually worth it. Because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is the narrative is not going to change. And whether you're tired of Donald Trump, whether you're tired of whoever else he got alongside him, don't think for 1 second, comes November, these elections go in, 2021, Biden gets sworn in with, of course, his new puppet, Miss Kamala Harris. No disrespect to the sister. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disrespect her, but all I'm saying is that don't fall for the clickbait, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for it, man. We're falling for the clickbait already, man. Like, these people are pushing and sponsoring whoever they need to follow their agenda, whoever they need to continue on with their agenda. I don't care if it's Obama, I don't care if it's Trump, I don't care who it is. At the end of the day, the agenda is gonna be the agenda, and that's NWO. You know what I'm saying? That's New World Order. No matter how you want to flip it, turn it, script it, switch it around, baby, it's gonna be New World Order. But at this moment in time, it's time to not be a sheep. It's time to think with the brain power that God, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, infinity, that positivity has given you. You know what I'm saying? Just to rise above all of this. Right now, all those distractions ain't worth it. Let's not believe in those promises, those false narratives, those false promises that they have been giving us. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people, I want y'all to know, critically thinking, using that third eye is the only way to surpass this. That we are the resistance, period. Like, at the end of the day, this ain't gonna be easy. We can't keep trying to find an easy way out. We can't keep wanting this to be easy for us, man. Because like I said, at the end of the day, we're only fueling them. We're only giving them enough power. And everybody's so tired of Mr. Donald J. Trump. So now they just want to go for the lesser of the two evils. But what you got to understand, the lesser of the two evils, they still out there following a narrative. This is still a narrative, people. Let's not sleep. Let's not be deviated, man. Like, the true speakers are not up there on the news. The true speakers are not up there giving you promises. The true speakers are not the ones that are guiding us right now. You feel me? This is straight psychological operations, military operations, PSYOPs and CIA operations. These are the things that are going on without you knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like the spying, the censoring that's going on, no freedom of speech. This is the reality that we're in, and we cannot sit around and let them distract us and go into 2021 still believing in this just us system. Not justice system. Not justice system. Just this just us system. That's all it's about. And when I'm saying us, I'm just saying just the darker face, the melanated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying just black people, just, you know, Africoid features. I'm saying just anything melanated has to be exterminated. That's how they looking at it. Anything that's melanated right now in this path from 2021 to 2031 has to be exterminated. They're looking at you as useless eaters is what they call you. There's nothing else they're viewing you as. You are not needed. You feel me? Artificial intelligence is going to replace you. You feel me? At the end of the day, all we're needed for is for the labor, right? That's all we're needed for. Everybody's like, oh, they can't kill everybody. They need people to do this. They need people to do that. True indeed. But at the end of the day, when you have all these artificial intelligent bots moving around that could do your work with no thought, no emotion, no heart, no eat, no food, all they got to do is tweak them up and put a chip in them. Trust me, that is way more efficient than what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Preserving you and preserving your kids and preserving this and preserving that is going to count to them. At the end of the day, the Global 2031 been written since early 2010. We already a decade in since they had this plan and since it's been configured to go into this path that is going now. But people are still believing. People are still thinking that billionaires are doctors. People are still listening to people like the Gates Foundation and wanting them to make sense of a pandemic, something that he has no expertise in. But now he want to play the role of trying to save your life of a deadly virus. Joe Pedo Biden, fam, is not going to be the latter option. Don't believe that for a second. Because at the end of the day, that man is a weirdo. Yes, Trump is a weirdo also. But at the end of the day, the weirdo Trump have showed his hand. He have showed us technically as a bigot, as a big mouther, entertainer, what he's capable of. He has yet to take us to war. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris put together is like a straight incarcerating machine. If you're looking for incarcerating machine, then there you go. You got your peoples right there that's gonna run up these numbers for these prisons. These prisons are shining bright. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of prisons shining bright right now. 400 prisons all over the U.S. are shining bright. The prison industrial complex. Don't forget it. That's where most of your big tech companies run most of their new technologies. Anything that has to do with like the comfortability of incarcerating you is what the prison industrial complex spends billions on, and they'll sit around and lobby it and push it out as a new product. And at the end of the day, all I'm trying to tell y'all to understand, I don't care what way you're trying to go. What's your guidance? What you really want to believe in? All I want you to understand is use your critical thought. Use your critical mind. We are the resistance, but we have to stand as a unit. We cannot continue to let them mislead us every step of the way. And we continue to believe that what they're saying is the truth. Come on now, people. They showed you that they don't care. They showed you their hand. They gave you this little check. Now they lobbying a second one, and people already hurting. You know what I'm saying? Because on the global scale, we're not seeing the hurt. We're not seeing the pain yet because it's fresh. But at the end of the day, it's out there, fam. It's a reality out there, bro. People's lives are being conditioned. People's lives are being switched around. People's minds are being conditioned. Like, this is a true horror flick right now. Regardless on how you see it, God is good regardless. That divine energy and that divine positivity gonna filter through anything, period. You just gotta be open and willing to get it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, don't be blindfolded. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't turn the eye to the reality of what's really going on. The reality of what's really going on is we're leading into the end game. Because as long as you empower them, as long as you put a battery in their back, let the empire fall, man. Rome is falling now. Let it fall, man. Why us black people, you know what I'm saying, comfortable on the plantation? Because this is what it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your celebrities. I don't care if it's your T.I.s, your Killer Mikes, whoever of them that talk that shit. But brother, it's knowledge and it's knowledge, brother. You know what I'm saying? So don't lead our people one way, but mislead them in another way. Because that's all I'm seeing. Like, you know what I'm saying? People think they deep. But you know what I'm saying? When it comes to being deep, fam, you got to sit around and do the work. Take the time, man. Live the experiences, man. Move the spiritual experiences so you can know the higher consciousness is deep, is real. It's not just surface level shit going on. Because it's a lot of surface level shit going on out here, fam. And a lot of people are being misled. A lot of people are out here thinking they're not sheep. But at the end of the day, it's so many booby traps to this game. You may not be sheep to one thing, my fam, but you are definitely sheep to another. And you just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want nobody to tell you that. But you got to have an open mind. Like, you got to learn. I learn something new every day. I learn from every experience. Every second of the day. Every breath I take, I learn something new, fam. So we cannot sit here and think we all the all, fam. Like, you don't know it all. You feel me? You can motivate your people in a rebellious way. But what does that matter if collectively all of y'all got loopholes in your mind where y'all think this is that? Like, y'all wanna scream racism, but yet y'all still wanna empower the same just us system and force people to vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a system, fam. This ain't a person. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when they want to run their polls on voting, fam, let's stay the fuck up out of it. That'll make more of a difference than actually letting them believe that they finna make a difference, fam. Because what black folks' problem is right now is that they think they put Obama in office. You know what I'm saying? No offense to the Obamas, like to that family, you know what I mean? To Michelle, to Malaya, to the daughters and them. No offense to them. They were pure excellence, you know what I'm saying? But pure excellence for whom? You know what I'm saying? Pure excellence for Master, not for us. Master wanted them there, you know what I'm saying? If Master didn't want them there, they would never been there, you know what I'm saying? To begin with, you would never heard of that family. That family would have never made it there if Master didn't want them there. So you can't sit here and really, you know what I'm saying, hype yourself up to believe that, oh, our voting power is what put Obama in office. Our voting power. No, the distraction put him in office, fam. The distraction put him in office. That's what it was. Because it was a distraction to begin with. They had to use the black face. It's not like he did it out of free will. These are all Big Brother's agents. You know what I'm saying? These are all Big Brother's agents. Once again, vote and die. 2021, hashtag 2021, critically acclaimed. You know what I'm saying? Critically thinking right now. Mr. Biggs, fam, vote and die. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Vote and die, 2021. Use your mind. But let's not deem them to repeat this process, fam, without the actual guarantee that they will have a secure future. That it won't be straight up FEMA camps and imprisonment and goddamn bots running around controlling everything, annihilating everything that's moving, annihilating the 9 ether children, annihilating the star childs, annihilating all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what these draconians want. You know what I'm saying? Let's go higher than just the government. That's what these devils want. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know them. You haven't seen them. The people that are really moving these narratives, those people that are really doing these psyops, the people that are really running these gun control psyops, these school shootings, these church shootings, like these so-called George Floyd protesters, these so-called Ahmaud Arbery protesters. You know what I'm saying? Like selling you the footage, man, selling you the narrative, man. Like at the end of the day, we ain't supposed to be idolizing to begin with, but we idolizing these folk, man. Like we can't let this continue to go on, people. Like we are a nation of melanated people, and they have put their foot on our necks from Willy Lynch all the way to now. We still have Willy Lynch chips in our minds now. But what I'm trying to tell you is we cannot continue to let this happen. This is 2021. This is Mr. Biggs. I'm talking to you now. Vote and die. Fuck Joe Pedo Biden. Fuck Kamala Harris. And I ain't taking that back. Nigga, black and educated, nigga. Don't play with me. We supporting this. And I'm telling you right now, man, open your goddamn eyes. They've been playing this game for way too long. They've been making people believe that they're gonna go for change every time around. But there's never really no change, man. But at the end of the day, don't fall for the clickbait. Sister Beautiful, but her mama is an Indian. Sister Beautiful, but Sister Beautiful, but her daddy's Jamaican. Her daddy's Jamaican. Like, come on, people. It sound like a you know what I mean, a match made in heaven, man. You got you a Joe Pedo Biden, and you got you this, you know what I'm saying, Middle Eastern connected, West Indian connected, born in Oakland, California connected black woman that they're giving you right now. But you're swallowing the pill. You're taking the pill for what it is. You want to believe that they care for you. You want to believe that they care for your children. You want to believe that this vaccine is to save you. You want to believe that the coronavirus wasn't created. It's a plague. It's something that's just deemed to happen from God. You want to believe a lot of things. You don't want to use your higher consciousness, from my understanding. But all I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not here to persuade you. I'm not here to force you. I'm not here to push you in that direction. All I'm trying to tell you is, use critical thinking. This is the time we in. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the clickbait. This lady has been wrecking black families. Act like she's standing for sex trafficking. She got the folks that ran Backpage. If anybody know anything about Backpage, she got them folks locked up, the people that ran that site. But guess what? They got dismissed and they were out of there. Was out of jail within the next couple of days, fam. This is all a setup. This is all a front. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're an incarcerating duel. That's all they gonna do is fill up them jails and move towards the new world order, move towards 2031. We have a 10-year gap right now to regain this, fam. 10-year gap right now, because they're gonna get tighter and tighter. And at the end of the day, it ain't gonna be enough guns for this technology, fam. So you need to use that higher consciousness. We need to get to it now. Ain't no waiting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, the narrative is vote and die for me right now, period. I ain't got nothing else to say. Hashtag 2021, vote and die. Well, don't get mad because of what I'm saying, man. Just think a little bit, man. It's all love, baby. We ain't here for war. We just want to educate, man. We just want to, you know what I'm saying? We just want to make it right for the people, man. Make it right for the kids, man. Make it right for this new earth. You know what I'm saying? Move into the future, nigga, in peace, nigga, in love, nigga. Not doctrines, nigga. Not elections, nigga. Not presidents, nigga. Not this tyranny, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not this dictatorship, nigga, that's going on, man. Not this MK Ultra, nigga. Not this mind control, nigga. Come on, nigga. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid, man. Jim Jones showed you from way back. If anybody know anything about Jim Jones, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Don't drink the Kool-Aid, my nigga, if you don't know the flavor, nigga. And I don't give a fuck how pristine, how clean these folk look on TV, man. Like Kamala Harris and all of them, man. But don't fall for the hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all hype, fam. And at the end of the day, they were trying to stand on certain narratives. Your girl Kamala has certain narratives she was trying to stand on. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no guns, get your guns ready. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for all types of wars out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just an election war. It ain't just a government war. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual war, baby. It's a universal war going on, man. So be ready. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't fall for the hype. You vote and you die. That's the narrative. You vote and you die. Don't fall for the hype. Let's not go to the polls, nigga. Let's be the resistance, nigga. Let's ask them why we gotta vote for people that we ain't picked to begin with. Why ain't no independents out here, fam? Why is always parties? Why we can't get Jesse Ventura, you know what I'm saying, up there? Why we can't get Ron Paul up there? The independents, man. They ain't going for no independence, my nigga, because you free if you independent. You know what I'm saying? So be the resistance. Quit believing the hype. You know what I'm saying? Real spit, man. Quit believing the hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm saying this because I'm saying my piece, and I'm going to attach those clips so y'all can understand what I'm really talking about. We're going to go back to the 1994 crime bill that Joe Peter Biden moved on to the forefront, that he pushed and Bill Clinton followed, and it followed all the way to now, fam, where we have 2.4 million people incarcerated that are minorities right now, and it's still 400 prisons with no bodies in them. Stay woke. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Wisdom Temple.